Welcome to my gym. My name's Tim. Let me show you around a little bit. This is my gym version 2.0. Come on in. I'll start with the dumbbell rack. Nice full dumbbell rack. Going for very small weights. Up to these bad boys, 37.5 kgs. I've been collecting dumbbell bits and pieces for probably about 10 years. So it's taken me a while to assemble this collection. Some of them are pretty recent. Like I picked those up, they're in pounds. I picked those up recently. They filled the gap perfectly between there. Then these adjustable ones are just made up of weight plates I've collected over the years. Just made those ones up recently. They're another good addition. They fill the gap between these, which are 16 kg up to the 22.5 kgs. So these are 19. Yeah, I've got a few bits and pieces underneath. So dumbbell handles I got online. They had quite thin handles originally, so I cut a piece of old pipe I found on the washing line to thicken that one up a little bit, so that feels good now. And then this one I made into a thick bar handle, which is 55 millimeters thick. So that's pretty good for your thick bar training. You practice some inch dumbbell lifts and then you can do wrist curls and stuff on there. Really good. It's my one kettlebell. Alright, easy curl bar, obviously.
What's this thing?
Gotta have the curl bar for them gains.
What's this thing?
Alright, so this thing I picked up when I got my last bits of equipment off Trade Me. I don't know what the hell it is. It weighs about 4.5 kilos and it's got the gnarliest grip I've ever felt, which is strange because it weighs so little. But I've been using it for rotated cuff warm-ups, stuff like that. Yeah. Good weight for that. You can do wrist curls and reverse wrist curls with it. So I've been using it a bit. It's pretty interesting. Don't know where it came from. Alright, got some farmer's handles. Twist ball. I like to get some new farmer's handles though, that don't have that end on them. One that goes more this way, so the weight's just sitting on there, and you don't have to do it collars. There's my loading pins for, you know, grip work, rolling thunder, pinch grip stuff. Box squat. This is a really good adjustable bench. I've been looking around for one of these for a long time. Because here in New Zealand it seems to be hard to get good solid equipment like this. But I eventually came across one. Easy to adjust and does all the angles really. Quality solid, pretty good. Flooring. This here's my antique multi-use home gym bench, and sometimes I do preacher curls on it. Which this pad's actually pretty squishy, so it's not good for heavy preacher curls, but I do use it sometimes. Obviously I've been using it recently. It's funny that I kept this bench, but it turns out to be one of the best hamstring curl machines I've been on. So really it's full-time hamstring curl machine at the moment, and I'm just fine with that. The thing cost me like $70 second hand, but because it's quite old, the construction is a lot solider than the multi-purpose benches you get nowadays. So it's pretty much bulletproof. So I might hang on to that one. Yeah. Better demonstrate some leg curls on it just so you can see the smooth action of it. You're gonna probably get a bit jealous of it. It's so awesome. notice it's joined in the middle, got an axle in the middle of it. Because I hate those ones in the gyms where the bar comes from the side and then your pads come off that way, because it ends up twisting usually, unless it's a real good one. So one leg's gone up higher than the other, so pretty good point to that one. Temperature gauge, always good to know. Sometimes it's really cold and you're like, oh, it's so cold, or man, I'm boiling alive, or at least it'll tell you why. It's just fun to know. Pro roller. Here's a nice weight holder I made on the wall, which is just handy for loading your bench and stuff like that. This is my rack that I've had for maybe gone about 10 years. When I first got it, I thought it's not really the ideal rack, but it turns out with a bit of adjustments I've made it, it's really good now. It's just basic flip out one, just flip it out and move it up and down. Good for rack pulls. I like doing my rack pulls. And I've made this base for it where you can attach bands to pegs and stuff like that. So we've got this end and this end. It's where I attach a band across, going over the bar for rack pulls. And then these pegs here are for bench presses, and incline bench and squatting. Just hook it right up to the bar. This is just a free floating bench. I move in and out of the rack. I've made it so it slots in at that end so it doesn't shift around so much, because yeah, I hate it when my bench is in the middle. Right, I also made the chin up station over here. I'll move the bench out of the way. So we've got multiple handles on there, all the way from the close grip to the wide grip. So feels pretty nice because it's got wooden handles. Actually easy to hold on to there. Quite comfy, yeah. So I'm pretty stoked about this. Doesn't cost much to make something like that. It just basically fits in between there and there. And of course you got some handy collars hanging up, ready to go. Here's my bands. Love my bands. Here's Arnold. He makes the stink eye at you if you don't put your weights back. So there you go, buddy. Alright, moving on, we've got the grip shelf, which I'm pretty happy about. I've been adding some grip tools into my equipment over the years. So I started off with fat grips, so let's be real, still smashing it with those. We've got Ronnie Coleman. I met that guy a few years ago. That one's to my partner Susan. We both met him and got something signed. So yeah, buddy. Rolling Thunder. Got some different handles that can turn. Good for doing finger strength work. Wrist roller.
Well, folks, it's the last episode of How to Dinner.
Iron Mine Hub. Just some Allen keys for adjusting weights. In this particular lovely pinch block that I made.
And I can't get quiet now. You know, it's the last episode.
It's about,
I can do things like
about a 2-inch grip width.
Right, so
just made it out of bits and pieces I had lying around.
I'm going to bring on my most requested guest of all time.
Manta Ray. This is my chalk bowl, by the way. I think it's a pet food bowl thing, whatever. Great for chalk. More chalk. Grippers, trainer, number 1, number 2, 2.5, Captain of Crush ones. This is for working the thumb strength for pinch grip. Good old, what's his name? Oh, I just had a mind blank who the hell it was that I got this idea off. So this is my version of it. Basically add your weights onto there.
Even when you're stuck with like those little fussy eaters. Now, to get organised for the week,
that way you can do some movement-based pinch gripping rather than just static. Oh, I don't know about that. That may be pushing it a little much. So yeah, just sit on it. It's pretty simple. You know, it works great. Get a nice thumb burn. John Brookfield.
Regulation style.
John Brookfield's the guy who I got that off. I watched one of his old videos on his grip secrets, and he had a couple of boards he put together and put a nail on each end, and he would actually stand there and do it with weights on both ends of it. But I thought of the sitting idea, so I like it. Yeah. So tools over there. Got our tools in the garage. Safety squat bar, very good. Quite like that. Saves the old shoulders when you're doing squats. More tool area. I don't think there's anything worth noting there. Anchor weights. So this is my ultimate barbell weight set. I've got this one off Trade-Me, which I get most of my weights from. Yeah, so just a lot of 20s, 10s, 5s, 2.5s and so on. Bumper weights and more weights, because you can never have too many weight plates. You don't want to run out, right? I'm not really strong enough to put all these on one bar, but you know, if there's more than me training in here, at least we don't fight over weights. Yeah, and this is my bar rack. Awesomely machined out by myself. Yours truly. Yeah, we've got a few different bars. That's the thicker one. There's the axle. This is my beat up bar that I throw in the rack when I do rack pulls, so I don't bend my good bar. It's Susan's bar, 15 kgs. Nice action on it. Some chains. And I guess there's a couple of special features I haven't actually covered. Definitely this one here. I rigged up some eye bolts up here, and I can attach different things to them. You can use these for challenging your grip when you do chin-ups, pull-ups. Hooked up a TRX to it as well. Yeah, I guess I'll give a quick demo of that one. Lovely rolling wheels on that bench. Yeah, just makes your hands and forearms work a lot more. Hey, no chalk. Alright. Another bar I just threw up there. It's actually really hard for chin-ups because it rolls, so great way to train the fingers. Simple idea, but very effective. Oh yeah. So, this is my current gym, version 2.0. We're going to be leaving soon, and so we'll have a van gym actually. I'll just throw some of these things into the van, maybe set up a few band hooks and whatnot. So there'll be a video for that. And yeah, thanks for watching. We'll make another video for our van life gym soon enough. So cheers for watching. Give it a thumbs up, and come back and check out more content. And please subscribe and get notifications. Alright, cheers guys.